In today's video, we will be learning about chords. But before we learn about chords, let's review the song that I assigned you in the last video. Since we've already done two pieces with an in-depth analysis, we will be going through this quickly. We can see that the pattern starts at G, E, E, and then F, D, D, and then it climbs from C to G, C, D, E, F, G, G, G. And then after that we'll play G, E, E, F, D, D, but here's where it changes. We'll play C, E, G, G, C, 2, 3, 4. So let's play that one more time. Moving on, we'll play D 5 times. D, 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 E, F. And then we'll play the same with E, 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 F, G. So when we play F and G in the last places, we will play it for 2 beats. Moving on, we can see that it's a repeat of the second line, so we'll play it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a very quick review of the song, but from everything we learned in the last 3 videos, it's certain that you should be able to follow along with me at this pace. Chords form a backbone to a song, and they also tell you what key the song is in. If I had to play Mary Had a Little Lamb from what we learned before, it sounds a little incomplete since we're only playing it with the right hand, but by adding the left hand, let's see how it sounds. As you can see, it sounded much more complete and better to listen to. So let's find out what C major and G major is made up of. We start at a G, and then we move on to a C. And then finally, our final note is an E. These 3 notes make up C major. But I can also play C major like this, and like this, like this, and like this. You might be wondering how I'm playing C major in all of these different ways. And I play these ways, and that is because I'm using inversions. The 3 core notes of a C major is C, E, and G. Using that to your knowledge, you can experiment around and make up many different C major chords. As long as they consist only of these 3 notes and nothing more or nothing less, you will always have a C major chord, whether you play this G, or this C, etc. So I can play a C like this, and like this as well. This can be done for many different notes, and all of the chords have inversions. So if we had to play a G, it consists of a G, B, and a D. So by using these 3 core notes, we can make up different inversions. I can play a G like this, or like this, or like this. Let's look at everywhere we have to implement chords in Mary Had a Little Lamb. Our first note will start off with a C chord. So we started off at E with a C chord, and then when we reached E again, to play it 3 times, we press C again. And then, as we play D 3 times, we'll play the G chord. And then moving back to E, G, G, we'll add a C chord. And then, back to the song. E. So, since we're playing E 3 times again, we'll use a C chord. And then since we're playing D two times, we will be playing a G chord. And by moving back to E, we won't play a C chord, but we'll play it on the final note, so. Now I am assigning a new piece for you to play with your right hand. You won't be playing chords since it's a new concept that we just learned in today's video. Ode to Joy is a classical piece that is easy to learn and fun to play. I will also be playing the melody for your reference. So what have we learned today? We have learned about the basic chords C major and G major, and how to implement it with Mary Had a Little Lamb. I've also assigned you Ode to Joy. Remember that I have assigned you 2 pieces, and it is important to practice a lot. The lessons from here onwards will only get more tougher and harder, so if you don't practice, you won't be able to keep up with the lessons. I hope you enjoy practicing, and see you in the next video.